Hello there. Yahya Sinwar, the Hamas leader and architect of the October the 7th massacre, is in all probability dead, says Israel. I wonder how the BBC will report this. And by the time you see this video, Sinwar might already be declared as eliminated. And I also wonder if UK security services have just had their leave cancelled as a result. Despite some pretty compelling images on social media that appear to confirm the death of Sinwar, the IDF is playing cautious and saying that there is a high probability he was killed in a targeted and precise IDF mortar attack in North Gaza. However, it seems that Israeli experts are now just going through the normal official procedures like checking DNA before announcing it. Using such phrases as the chances he's been eliminated are getting increasingly higher. A joint statement by the IDF and Shin Bet was issued earlier today saying, "Initial report. During IDF operations in the Gaza Strip, 3 terrorists were eliminated. The IDF and ISA are checking the possibility that one of the terrorists was Yahya Sinwar. At this stage, the identity of the terrorists cannot be confirmed." And the mainstream press is saying that the growing assessment is that Sinwar is dead, and that there is a growing confidence that he has been killed. While the Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant quoted Leviticus 26, which says, "You will pursue your enemies, and they will fall before you by the sword." And he added that, "Our enemies cannot hide. We will pursue and eliminate them." And if he has been eliminated, this will be the most significant death in the region since that of the Hezbollah leader, Nasrallah. Now, assuming he has met his demise, Sinwar was the person highest up on the Israeli wanted list. He was seen as the brain behind the October the 7th massacre, where over 1,200 people were killed and 251 hostages were taken back into Gaza. Not just Israeli hostages. It included some Brits, one of who is still thought to be in captivity, Emily Damari. Something our homegrown UK pro-Hamas supporters could do well to remember. But worse, Sinwar not only helped found the Hamas security service, the Majd, he had been captured and placed in an Israeli prison for years, but was freed as part of a prisoner exchange in 2011 in return for the release of an Israeli soldier, Gilad Shalit. And Sinwar was regarded as real hardcore, preferring war to jaw. So eliminating Sinwar will be seen as a cause for celebration in Israel and the wider civilized world. Now, the assumption had been made that Sinwar was hiding in the tunnels under Gaza surrounded by Israeli hostages. But reports suggest he was alone with his 2 bodyguards. What we're meant to surmise from that is unclear. Now, I earlier wondered what the BBC would make of this, because they continually fail to treat Hamas as the pariah organisation that it really is. So it will be interesting to see what they say about Sinwar, won't it? But more concerning will be the reaction within the UK of certain politicians who favour that particular group over the rest of us in the UK. Then there are the members of a certain growing demographic that this government seems to favour to be concerned with, isn't there? I bet the next London march will be full of symbology supporting this dead terrorist and his organisation. The Met had better be well briefed and ready to react, like they always are, of course. Especially as the usual suspects are out on X right now, bigging him up and already accepting his demise, saying what a nice bloke he was and that he died bravely, etc. Yeah, right. How long has he been skulking in tunnels and leaving children topside to die? So the Israelis, the IDF, Shin Bet and Mossad are busy chopping off the heads of various nasty little organisations across the Middle East. Quite a tally of scalps building up for them, isn't there? And as new leaders pop up, they seem to find themselves eliminated in short order. And one assumes that the Israeli intelligence services will already have their eyes set like eagles on Sinwar's possible successors. I reckon it won't be long before budding Hamas, Hezbollah and Houthi terrorists are turning down the top jobs in favour of a quieter life. But on a more serious note, many people are now hoping that the death of Sinwar could offer an off-ramp for the less ardent within the Hamas hierarchy and lead to a ceasefire and to the release of the remaining hostages. We can only hope. But Reuters is reporting that it will in all likelihood just dial up the tensions in the Middle East conflict. We must wait and see first that he has been removed from the scene, and then see what unfolds.
Former New Zealand tyrannical dictator, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, has been given a damehood by the late Princess Diana's eldest son. Yes, that Diana who wrote a note fearing that she would be killed by her husband's family in a car crash, who then went on to be killed in a car crash. Yes, Prince William, who is the heir to the throne and, like his father and brother, loves spending time in Davos WEF meetings. Anyway, our William, he gave a damehood to a woman that committed acts of abject evil against the people of New Zealand, which doesn't surprise me one bit when you consider they are all in one big club and they are all probably playing hide the sausage together with each other. Unfortunately, myself and someone close to me we've had first-hand experience of some of the vile acts committed by those who get honoured and appreciated by our royal family. One was very close to Prince Philip. The other one was a former Speaker of the House of Commons. Yes, vile Savile types. That's what our royal family do, is they elevate certain types of people. I'm not saying Jacinda's one of those types of people, of course, though. No. But back to point, dear Jacinda now hopes that because she's a dame, that she can spread a little kindness. And that's what she said. Now she's a dame, that she wants to spread a little kindness. Well, we have all seen the kindness of Jacinda Ardern, and she can shove her version of kindness up Prince William's, why would I say that? Sorry, too much cheese for lunch. Yes, the last iteration of Jacinda's kindness involved creating a two-tier society in New Zealand, where those that had not received a certain medical intervention were made second-class citizens. And we should never forget the enforced farcical face nappy wearing and lockdown rules that destroyed businesses, tore apart families, and forced people to die alone with no ability for loved ones to grieve in any meaningful way afterwards. Who are these people? And why do they get elevated in societal status by inbreds with crowns? Like many of you, I am actually a royalist, but I want a real king and a real royal family that will stand up for Britain, its values and its Christian heritage and Christian faith, and not some illegitimate pretender family who are nothing but a dynastic relic of cousins intermarrying. Yes, who go around then talking to trees and telling us how we all need to give up our creature comforts and standard of living to appease the net zero god whilst they fly around in jets. Yes, their love of nature is borderline pagan nature worshipping. Now this is important. Please press the subscribe button and select the all option, which is revealed when you click the little bell on YouTube. Otherwise, you will not get any notifications when we put up a new video. It massively helps this channel, and I'd like to say, talking of help this channel, a huge thanks to all those who help keep the channel going with your donations via Patreon and PayPal. Links in the descriptions box below on how to help us, because this is a full-time job for both Jeff and myself, and it currently pays less than minimum wage, but there we go. Anyway, God bless you all, and bye for now.